Yo, we're back again to talk about filler characters that deserve way better than they got, and I think you'll enjoy this one. So, do me a favor, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so you can be alerted whenever I drop a new video. Also, if you're interested in music, check out my other channel link in the description. But without further ado, let's jump right in, starting with Condor. Now, this might be a doozy because some consider this to be the worst filler episode in all of Naruto, which, if you think about how long and how bad some of the good filler arcs are, this feat becomes somewhat impressive. But I kinda brought up Condor, or Lord Ostrich if you're really about your paper, for a whole nother reason. This big bird, while not really all that great, as a matter of fact, other than being an ostrich, he's terrible, flat, and annoying, but he does bring me to a broader point. This ostrich shows that any animal can be a ninja, and we've even seen bugs be useful. So my point is, ninja animals should be a dime a dozen. Like, where are the ninja cats, the ninja horses, ninja monkeys? And Enma counts, but he never does anything. Even him catching Orochimaru's sword wasn't really helpful because Hiruzen still pulled the Reaper Death Seal off with the sword pushing and pulling in his body because Enma grabbed the sword. And imagine this, a ninja dolphin, which at this point sounds like I've left orbit, but seriously, the amount of summons and ninja animals we see are only a fraction of what they could be. And the crazy thing is, you'd think with how easy it is to make a summoning contract that every ninja would have 2 or 3 just for various purposes like traveling combat. And even if you want to say, well, you have to gain the animal's respect or whatever, I doubt it's that hard, and even if it is, that's worth it in the long run. But I guess I spent that whole entry not even talking about a filler character, so I'll treat you. 2 fillers I personally think needed to be main story stuff. And our first baddie, who is also sort of a baddie, Guren, the crystal release user from the Stone Village. And now, the story she comes with is not a memorable one at all, but I'm not asking for plots here, just the characters. Because her crystal release wasn't just her bringing rose quartz or tanzanite out of the ground, she could literally create different crystals from just moisture in the air, which is insane, because it means she can make you a crystal, and that's not speculation. She actually tries to do this to Hinata, and you may be saying, well, no, Mino, because she was just trapped by the crystal, enveloped in it, if you will. To which I say, shut up. Just shut the fuck. See, it's stated that if the crystal breaks while you're in it, you disintegrate. But Hinata can do this thing where she pushes chakra out of all her Tenketsu points on her body and makes a sort of thin chakra shield around herself, which is how she survives the crystal. However, if that wasn't there, bling bling, you're now a precious stone. And Guren's personality would have actually been welcomed in the canon, considering the filler kind of holds her back. Like, she has all these cool feats and showings of her capabilities, and then she just kinda gets whomped in the most basic way and left in the trash bin, which is not uncommon because our last entry was actually the first, and I'm talking about Mizuki. Now, I can feel the rolling of eyes a day ahead of schedule, and I get it. I've probably said Mizuki's name more than anybody ever, but it's not my fault. This guy had potential, and it wasn't even wasted. It was purposely poured on the floor in an attempt to make the next person who walks by comically slip and fall for Kishimoto's amusement. And honestly, I'd feel better if we just left Mizuki's story where it was in the canon. He was working for Orochimaru for some vague reason, was tasked with getting the Forbidden Scroll, and used Naruto as a pawn, to which he was beaten and thrown in jail. But in the filler, we get an undeserved, unprompted part 2 to his story, which involves a off-brand curse mark and him becoming Tony the Tiger? And that's not great, because it's unnecessary, and had nothing to really hang on to. Like, sure, Mizuki is mad at Naruto for ruining his life, I guess? I mean, he tricked Naruto into doing that. And also, Naruto stole the scroll, so I'm sure Mizuki could have gotten it. And yes, I know Hiruzen saw Naruto, but he still let him take a forbidden scroll, and probably would have let Mizuki take it in the same way, considering he's less of a threat than Naruto. He just would have sent Ninja after him the same way he did with Naruto. Either way, his plan was bad, and the reason it was bad is because he wasn't supposed to pull it off. Orochimaru asked him to do that in exchange for being part of the Orochi crew, and Orochimaru knew asking him to do that would be impossible for him, which, fair enough. But it still perturbs me that this first nothing villain, if you can even call him that, had so much potential. And here's what I mean. Mizuki is a blank slate with less power than Naruto, and no real goal other than being strong. What if Mizuki was a recurring villain, not Orochimaru or Obito levels of importance, but in the first half he's just around gathering power, and every now and then Naruto or someone encounter him, and whether it be a loss or not, he's never permanently defeated until we get to Shippuden, where he's amassed enough power to at least become an Akatsuki member, thus giving us at least one active Akatsuki member that we have history with. And in his final defeat, he reconciles with Naruto, or not. Maybe he reveals some type of important information or something. I don't know. That was off the top of my head. But see how that goes way further than just pointless filler for a pointless character? I just feel like some concepts in Naruto were abandoned before they were even formed, and it makes me think we could have had a way different series, but what do you think about filler? What's your favorite filler arc? Let me know down in the comments, and again, if you'd hit that like and subscribe for me, because we're friends. That'd be dope. But I hope you enjoyed the video, because I appreciate you watching, and until next time, peace.
That thunder on me clap, make a nigga think before he act. Have a nigga dying on his back, then we double back. Shooters leaving rubber where you at, that's why niggas never wanna match.